BBC Breakfast presenter Chris Mason was struck to hear a member of the Conservative Party wanted to ignore Prime Minister Boris Johnson's plans to increase national insurance. Conservative MP Robert Halfon voiced his concerns on how this would impact families and urges the government to rethink the idea. Calling in from his constituency of Harlow, backbencher Robert shared his worries on how the hike in national insurance will heavily impact people across the UK. Presenter Chris questioned the chair of the Education Select Committee about going against the grain and the Prime Minister's plan. Chris opened with, "I am struck, Robert, that you're carrying on with this campaign despite what the Prime Minister and Chancellor have said in black and white in the newspapers." Read more. Blue Bloods delayed, Reagan family drama won't air next week in huge shake-up. The increase in national insurance will take place in April this year, with some backbenchers wanting the government to find other ways of collecting the needed funds. Chris continued, "You are saying definitively, look, there is still time for them to change their mind, and I'm struck that that is particularly interesting at that moment when we know politically the Prime Minister is vulnerable. He needs to keep you guys as Conservative backbenchers on side to determine whether he carries on in the job." Passionate about his constituents, Robert walked the line of defending his party but wanted people's voice in his borough and beyond to be heard. "Well, I have made it clear, whilst I am very upset and let down like my constituents about all these awful parties that went on, I am not agitating against the Prime Minister," Robert added. Viewers of the show took to social media to comment on the interview. Ian Ansell tweeted, "At breakfast at Chris Mason BC, instead of raising national insurance, why don't Boris and friends take a pay cut to help reduce the burden of public finances? MPs complaining about #cost of living, yet a sanctioned £350 billion fake spent into a closed activity #lockdown economy that caused it." Norman Elliott chimed in. Doctor Who, Jodie Whittaker to be replaced by the Responders' Martin Freeman? Latest The Last Kingdom Season 5 release, Lady Ailsworth star sparks frenzy with premiere tease. Latest Naga Munchetty reacts as BBC co-star joins rival ITV after 13 years at the broadcaster. Latest, MP Robert wanted to explore other options helping members of the public who had been writing to him about their concerns and struggles. Robert said, "I think the government need to look again as to how they raise that money. We have done windfall taxes in the past. Margaret Thatcher did windfall taxes. It is not an unconservative thing to do in moments of extraordinary circumstances." He suggested the Prime Minister take on board his 3R system, asking Boris to respond to the public, take responsibility and reset the government. "All I can do as a backbench MP is to campaign," he ended with. Despite his difference in approach, he still had complete confidence in the Prime Minister. Fellow presenter Catherine Downs joined Chris Mason on the show. BBC Breakfast continues on weekdays at 6 a.m. on BBC One.